Yeah. Namaste everyone, good afternoon. My name is Lohit Jodhyavar from Career Naksha. I'm a career counselor and master trainer and corporate trainer. So, as I promised last time, we are back with one more interesting session, especially for all the parents outside, students, and our community of counselors and teachers as well. Right, so this session would be very interesting, and we have one of the esteemed speakers from MIT World Peace University, Pune, who will be sharing the interesting information and much needed for all the students out there who is graduating or who is passing out from 10th, especially or in the 12th standard. So we're going to talk about what is something that they can look and build their career in specific areas, how the innovation is taking ahead in future, and how they can create unique academic pathways. What are the different areas that they can explore, right? So we have we're going to talk on every areas, especially how for MIT World Peace University helping the students with the different unconventional degrees, what they have in the university, for which we have one of the esteemed speakers from the university, Mr. Darshan Jaiswal. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation, Darshan sir,
My pleasure, sir.
for
My pleasure, sir.
talking. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Darshan Jaiswal is a career counselor and assistant manager at MIT Workplace University, Pune. So, he's also MBA holder from Vishwesvaraya Technological University, Belgaum. He's also international certified career coach and counselor, Pearson certified counselor, and he worked with many students, more than 10,000 students, in counseling them, giving them a right guidance to choose the stream after 12th standard. We work with a many institution, and he's also personality and soft skills trainer. So great to have you here today. And this session is going in association with CCA and Career Naksha. Just to give you a brief intro about Career Naksha, is we are a tech platform, we are career counseling and psychometric assessment platform where we guide the students and working professional on suitable career that they can build and they can lead their life. We have more than 53 plus centers across India. We work with many projects with schools, CSR, NGO, and corporate in terms of the programs. We have our own psychometric assessment, which will be suitable for the students to choose what career that they can choose after 10th or 11th or graduation. And also we provide assessment services and counseling services to the working professionals. Also we provide assessment to the corporate to choose the right candidate for the particular job or the profile. And I would request you to visit www.careeraction.com to know more information about our services. And I'll share a couple more details about what we do have, how you can connect towards the end of the session. But yes, without wasting much time, so today's session is to explore different and unique academic pathways for the students, and how for MIT's degrees for future innovators are available, so for which we have Darshan with us today. So over to you, Darshan.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. So, before starting this session, I would like to just give you a few brief about what MIT is, why, how, when it has started, vision of the university. So, MIT World Peace University, we started in 1983 and started by Dr. Professor Vishwanath Karan. So, sir himself is an academician. So, sir started this university with one classroom at Kothur, Pune, And if we talk about today, after 40 years, we have completed 40 years. So the campus is spread in 65 plus acres. We have right now 23,000 students studying in our university. So we always say a university for students' life transformation. So why life transformation? Why we are using the name World Peace University? So there is a lot of logic behind that also. So when we started MIT, it was replicated to Pune University. So it is also known as MIT Pune. So many a times people ask me, is this the same university which was started in '83? Yeah, MIT Pune. So till 2017, it was replicated to Pune University. Then from 2017, we became a state private university. So we ourselves became a university, World Peace University. So when I talk about university, so now you must have heard deemed university, to be deemed university, state private university. So when I talk about state private university in Maharashtra, only there are 29 state private university, and MIT is one of them. So when we talk about state private university, we want to implement any new things, any new syllabus, any new industry things. Then we don't need to take approval, from anywhere, maybe from the central government. When I talk about deemed to be deemed, they again need to take approval if they want to implement any changes in the syllabus in the curriculum. So state private university itself become a big statement for any college. So if I talk about peace, we are the only university who have included peace modules in the curriculum. So what vision of our founder belief is that after completing the program, a student should be a good human being. So he believes in holistic development of the students. So there are peace modules included in the curriculum. Every day there is yoga, meditation compulsory for all the students. They have to clear the peace modules and yoga modules to get the degree. So we have created world's largest world peace dome in Pune, our MIT IDP campus. So our chairperson, he himself is he is a chairperson of UNESCO. Recently, he went to European countries to spread the message of peace. So there is, it's a very happening campus. You all can visit the campus. We are located in the city, in the heart of Pune. So now I'll just give you a few information about what are the programs we have, what are the scholarships we have, what are the unique programs we have, and if students are planning to take the admissions, how to prepare for our entrance exam, how to get admissions in our university. So in between, if you have any questions, you can type the questions in the chat box, and at the end of the sessions also you can ask the questions. So yeah, these are the few information. So as I told you, we have completed 40 years in education, and we are to talk about rankings. We have got 116 NRF ranking in engineering. We have got 72 NRF ranking in School of Pharmaceuticals. Recently, our management School of Business also got a very good ranking in Times B, top 100 B schools in India. So, if I talk about internships, we have 100% internships, placement assistant for all the students. Internships are compulsory. There are credits for internships. Last year, we offered 50 crore of scholarship to the students, to the meritorious students. We have entrepreneurship incubation center. So we have right now we have 650 plus industry partnerships for internships, placements. We have very strong alumni network. So alumni network, helps in getting the placements, industry types. So when I talk about diversity, nowadays students, parents are also looking where they can get that diversified culture. So if I talk about, we have students from India as well as we have students from all over the India, all states. We also have international students. We have students from UAE, from South Asia, from North America, Asia, Middle East. So it's an international student diversity. So global footprint means tie up with the international universities. So this types help students in getting the good placements. We have international immersion program that also I'll cover in the later slide. This type is also for some of our syllabus are taken by international faculties, international guest lectures. So we have right now more than 50 plus with international universities tie up, and in the coming years, the number will increase. So as I told you, we have very strong alumni spread. We have 1 lakh alumni network. So out of which 1,000 plus are founders, co-founders, 200 plus are managing directors, 200 plus are CEOs, VPs, AVPs, CXOs, and these are the organizations which are very well known. I don't need to introduce to the organization which are mentioned here. So they work across the world. So recently we have organized alumni meet in London, New York, San Francisco. So we have very strong alumni network which helps in getting other placements, tie-ups. So now if I talk about departments, schools, so we have total 4 faculties, 12 schools, 31 departments, and 150 plus programs. So these are the programs. These are the undergraduate programs. So I'll spend some more time here. So when I talk about unique programs, if I talk about students who have taken PCM, so usually nowadays when I meet the students, most of the students they are asking for BTech CS. Like there is a craze in among the students that they only want to go for CS. So I always cover in my session also. Okay, apart from CS, if I talk about core branches, mechanical engineering, electronic engineering, chemical engineering, bioengineering, petroleum engineering. These are the core branches. This will never stop. It has got long future, long prospect. So I always suggest students, apart from computer science, of course, computer science, IT industry is doing good, but other branches are also there, which are there, and they will also survive for a long time. It's not like the mechanical will stop, the electronic will stop. All the branches will be there. So if I talk about petroleum engineering, we are the oldest in India. We started petroleum engineering in '86, and still today also we have 60 intake for petroleum engineering, and every year it is oversubscribed. So students are going. We have very good placements for petroleum engineering. So all the branches apart from CS, they are there. So if I talk about some unique programs, so we have started School of Government. So we are the only university in India who started School of Government. So under School of Government, we have 2 programs. One is BAGA, Bachelor's in Government and Administration. This is the program. This is a 3-year program. Then we also have Master program, which is Masters in Political and Governments. So vision of starting this school, this School of Government was started by our Executive President Rahul Karad sir. So he started this the school with the vision of giving the political leaders to Indian democracy. So this school we have started in 2005. This is also a very unique program which students are not aware. So these are also the program which students can consider, those who want to make their career in politics, professional career in politics. So in BAG we are also covering the part of UPSC, those who want to go for civil services. If I talk about students who have taken commerce, for them we have BBA. So BBA, under BBA, of course, finance, marketing, HR. These are the three major specialization which are offered. Apart from that, we have digital marketing, international business, global marketing, and event management. We also have banking, finance, and insurance. Students who want to make a career in banking, business analytics, global business, entrepreneurship, and family business management. The students who are willing to join the family business, with the branding and advertisement. Last before 2 years, we have also started one new program which is the integrated business management, BBA plus MBA. So now, what unique offerings we are offering at MIT? So we have implemented NEP, National Education Policy, at our university. So all the 3 years program are, of course, they can complete in 3 years, and fourth year will be the optional. So if they are going for the fourth year, they'll get an honors degree. We are also offering them electives. So there are 3 electives. One is university electives, second is professional electives, and third one is open electives. So university electives, they need to select from their from their branch. Professional electives, they can select according to their interest. Open elective, they can select any specialization. For example, like our BBA students have taken open elective as astrophysics. So these all are the offerings which we are giving to the students. If I talk about BBA plus MBA, here also students have flexibility of exiting. So if they are exiting after 3 years, they will get BBA degree. If they are exiting after 4 years, they will get BBA honors, and on completing 5 years, they will get BBA plus MBA degree. So if I talk about BCom, under BCom also, we have tied with ACCA. So the students who are planning to do their CA, they can take BCom honors in advanced accounting and auditing. Students who are planning their MCom, masters out of India, they can do BCom in international accounting and finance. So this degree is valid in 170 plus countries, and they'll get credits also of the subjects. Then if I talk about BCom, we have launched one more new program, which is not mentioned here. So this is BCom FinTech, that is a combination of finance and technology. Then we have School of Law. Under School of Law, LLB, 3 year regular program. Students who are planning to make career in law. We also have BBLLB, which is a 5 years integrated program. BALLB, which is a 5 year integrated program. Then if I talk about School of Design, under School of Design, we have product design, user experience design, visual communication design, fashion and apparel design. So this is a 4 year compulsory program. We also have interior design. So we have one program which is also one of the very unique program, which is integrated BTech after 10th. So the students who are clear, they want to make a career in engineering, but sometimes it happens that students are also know, students parents, they are also aware, if they are going for 11th and 12th, after completing the 11th and 12th, again if you are looking for good college, they'll ask for JEE score. So JEE mains preparations again they need to do for 2 years. Again they need to get a good score also in boards. So if students are not planning to go for 11th and 12th JEE preparation, so after 10th they can directly enter into engineering. So this is a 6 year integrated program. So here they don't need to go for 11th and 12th directly after 10th. So admission will be on the basis of our entrance exam and PI. So this is also a very unique program which are very offered by very few colleges. If I talk about other programs under the School of Arts, then we have English, psychology, political science, liberal arts, media and communication. Students who want to make a career in hospitality industry, so we have BBA in hospitality and hotel administration. Then we have applied arts, BFA applied arts, digital arts. We also have BSc economics. Then if we talk about other, almost I have covered. The students who are from biology background, for them we have BPharm program, Bachelor of Pharmacy, PharmD program, bioengineering, biotechnology, BSc, MSc biotechnology. So I think almost I have covered all the programs. So, sir, any questions we'll take up here or at the end of the session?
We can take at the end of the session. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Good to go.
So usually nowadays, when I meet students, so their common question is, what apart from academics? So we also call it as a degree plus plus. We say it is a degree plus plus. Why degree plus plus? Because some of the programs which we are offering at MIT World Peace University are very unique. So when students entered in the first semester, so we have social leadership development program which they have to participate. Then in the second semester, there is a co-creation week. In the second year, when they'll enter, they have rural immersion program. So they'll go to the villages. They'll understand the problems. They learn about sustainability. They'll learn about grow development community. They'll understand their problems. They will develop the leadership skills by expanding the perspective. Then when they'll enter in the fourth semester, I mean second year, second semester, then we have one event which is called RIDE, RIDE. So that also I'll cover in the next slide. Then we have national immersion program where we take them to the national industrial visits. Then we have in the third year when they'll enter, we have sorry, fourth year we have global immersion program where we take them to international universities. So this is one of the example, like you must have heard about Dubai Education Expo. So in this expo there were total many universities came across the globe. So if I talk about from MIT, there were 4,000 students who participated in this event. So which was the highest number from any university across the globe. So this type of immersion programs we are conducting every year. So this is the event which I was talking about, RID. If you are able to see this, right, 22. So in right 22, we are doing this event from last 10 plus years. So in this event, students, will showcase their ideas. Students will showcase their creativity, and to see these ideas, if I talk about 22, there were 700 plus MNC who came to see their ideas, their creativity, and they have sponsored that idea. They have, bought that idea. They have purchased that idea of the students. So this type of, events are very common at MIT. So we have total 200 plus events at MIT WPU. So one of is a ride, design expo, hackathon. So there are many events which we are conducting in a year. So these are some of the social initiatives which are taken by MITWPU. Like we have conducted Bharatiya Smita National Awards, Bharatiya Chandra Sansad. BCS is also one of the biggest political event which we are hosting. So if I talk about last year, there were 10,000 plus students who participated in this event across the country from 27 states. And this is three days event where we invite political leaders from different parties, and they'll inform about Indian politics if they want to make a career in politics. So this is a 3 days event. So this we started in 2010, inaugurated by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So this also we are doing from last 12, 13 years. So this also is one of the biggest political events which we are hosting. Then we had National Teacher Conference, National Women's Parliament, Social Leadership Development Program, World Parliament. So this type of event will give students uh, to come out with their ideas, their creativity, to develop the leadership skills, to develop their personality. We also have many clubs at MIT, 90 plus clubs. So some of the clubs are astrology clubs, dance club, photography club. So these are the clubs which are managed by students. So the students who have interest, they can join according to their interest, cultural club, innovation club. So these are some of the achievements. So if I talk about innovation hackathon, so usually what happens is hackathon is only organized for engineering and technology. But if I talk about MIT WPU, we have hackathon for business and leaderships, for science and health science, for arts, humanities, and professional studies. So in this event, students will do the brainstormings. They'll create their ideas. Students will come from different colleges. So this event is also we are conducting every year. So these are some of the creativity which are done by the students. So usually what happens ki, if I talk about creativity, again students want to create anything. The first and foremost thing they required support required is the finance. So if I talk about MIT WPU, we sponsored that ideas. They don't need to go for search for the fundings. We have all the funds available for the students. So if you see the first picture, which is a robot created by students, racing cars, self-drive cars. So this all are creations which are done by students. These are just the few creations we have mentioned. We have a lot of things which are also done patent by the students. So if I talk about labs, we have all the industry-sponsored labs, Tata Technologies labs, IBM Center of Excellence. So these are some of the labs which are not available in any college of Asia, not India. So the picture which you are seeing here, this is the subsea lab. So if I talk about this lab is very useful for the students who are pursuing the petroleum engineering. So under some extent, human being can't go into the water. So after some extent, they need the knowledge of subsea lab. So this lab is completely infrastructured in 4 floor. So the costing of this lab is almost 20 crore rupees. So these are some of the labs which we have at MIT. So now, sometimes students, parents also ask the question, why Pune? So Pune is also known as the Oxford of East, future of career. Pune is the city in country who is having the highest number of universities. So Pune is known as the smartest city of India, emerging IT sectors with planned housing societies, a city with the highest percentage of employable resource, city with the rising number of employable female talent in India. It's a very peaceful city for students who are planning their career. So they are having a very good platform in Pune. If I talk about universities, Symbiosis University, Sanjay Korwar University, DY Patil University, Flame University. Almost you take any name, so they are present in Pune. So these are some of the industry collaborations. Of course, we have not mentioned, but total we have 650 collaborations recruiters with us. So if I talk about infrastructure, we have high-tech classrooms, library, conference room, auditorium, entrepreneurship incubation center, meditation center, hostel, banking facility, medical services, sports. We have separate sports building, canteen, gym khana. This all infrastructure are at the campus. So we have our hostel facilities also. So for financial assistance, we have tied up with few banks, Bank of India, Axis Bank, for education loan. For education loan, they need to directly contact. We have separate department for that. So they'll help students in getting the education loan and making the process at a very minimal level. So as I've mentioned, scholarships. So we have three scholarships: 25%, 50%, and 100%. So students who are performing good in JEE mains, NEET score, CLET score, UCIT score. Apart from this, for some programs, if we talk about BBA, BCom, we have our own entrance exam. So in this exam, if students are performing good, so we have three scholarships. And the good thing is that this scholarship will continue for all the 3 or 4 year program, whatever program they have taken. They have taken BTech. BTech is a 4 year program, so this scholarship will continue for 4 year programs. So admission process. First of all, students need to fill the application form. Once they fill their application form, their login ID will be created. So they'll receive the link of MIT WPU CET entrance exam. Then they need to appear for the test. So on the basis of merit, they'll get the branch, they'll get the program, and then they will receive the provisional offer letter. We also have PA, personal interaction, as a part of admission process. And if I talk about selection ratio, we have selection ratio of 20%. So last year we have received a total of 50,000 around applications, and we have intake of 10,000. So this is the exam. This is computer-based entrance exam. Students can give this exam from laptop, from mobile. This exam is for design, management, economics, life sciences, commerce, law, photography, and some other program. So this, as I told you, select programs as scholarship based on MIT WPU CET. So I'm done with my presentations now. We can take the questions. So we have, I think, 15 minutes of time to take the questions.
Yes, thank you so much. That was a brief information and in detail
Yes.
information about the varieties of courses, and definitely, as we said, it's unique courses and unique academic pathways for the students who is planning for to become best in their career, and they want to choose the unique courses so that they can happily lead their life. So the one solution of the university will be the MIT, definitely, of course. Uh, and thank you so much for sharing all these details in detail, Darshan. With the admission, I believe you have answered most of the queries. But viewers, if you have any questions, we have another 10 to 15 minutes with the questions. So you can use the platform to answer the query. Meanwhile, I have a couple of things like that's one thing that I normally get this question from the parents and students, because we have clients in India and abroad as well. Some students come from abroad, US citizens or UK or any other country, especially. So how and what is the process if they want to get admission in your university? was the process?
So you are asking about the students who are studying out of India, right?
So who is yeah? So who want to, the foreign students basically want to get admission in your university basically.
Uh, so basically, if I talk about international department, we have separate team for the international admissions. And if I talk about myself, I'm looking up to domestic. But then also, if you have any specific program, I can give you a few information. What are the requirements from our website? Because of course we have a different department, for the international admissions. So usually
Hmm.
we are not handling international, but then also I'll try to answer your question. So any specific program you want to know? I mean, or in general you are asking?
In general, you can let us know so that our viewers can get help of get answer for this particular question. In general, maybe you can send specific courses. Maybe we can take it in a separate way.
Just a second. Just a second. I am opening the
Sure.
brochure.
No problem. In the meanwhile, viewers, if you have any questions, so you can put it in the chat box in the comment section so that we'll be able to answer everything.
So, one thing which is mentioned in the brochure is that, the international students, we are offering 50% scholarship on the program fees, which is assured scholarship for all the students.
Hmm.
And apart from, if I talk about, eligibility criteria, I think it will not be more different than domestic. So we have, 60% is the mandatory eligibility criteria in their 12 board score, and of course our entrance exam, which is mandatory. So if I'm taking the brochure, so what I'll do is I'll send you this thing separately, because I need to check with the international department what are the documents, in terms of documents, what are the students we required from students. So that definitely I'll send you separately, because I was checking the brochure, but they were not mentioned in terms of document selections.
Sure, sure, no problem. So, viewers, if we have any questions related to international students, you can just put it in the comment section so that we will personally will connect with you and we'll be able to assist you in that regard. And secondly, would you be able to share like the kind of cutoff or scores that minimum that they should achieve to get a admission. So the basic minimum score in
So
12th.
yes, yes, score of 12th or competitive exam.
Yeah, so both 12th and competitive exam.
So if I talk about BTech program, so for BTech, first of all, eligibility criteria is 60% in the PCM, physics, chemistry, maths. That is the eligibility criteria. And if I talk about selection process, selection is on the basis of JEE mains. So first round will be on the basis of JEE mains. So student need to perform very well. If I talk about approx percentile, so minimum it starts from 60 percentile to get admission. And if I talk about CS of course is on the higher side. So CS again starts from 85 to 95 PR. If I talk about electronics, mechanical, 80 PR. So if I talk about 60 PR, minimum starts for civil, for chemical, is the minimum. But again, every year it depends on the JEE results. It changes. And then if I talk about program like B Farm, Farm D, which requires NEET entrance exam, bioengineering. So again, eligibility criteria is same, I think, for all the program. The only different in science is PCB and PCM is 60%, and for other program, overall score required is 60%. The overall score of 12th board for commerce and art students. And again, NEET exam they should target for more than 60 PR, to get selected. Then if I talk about commerce program like BBA, design, law, all these programs, we have our own entrance exam, MIT WPU CET. So 100 marks is of entrance exam and 50 marks is for PA, personal interaction. So total is 150 marks. So at least if they are applying in the first round, it will start from 100 marks. And as the round progresses, it will go on the higher side. So they need to perform well in the entrance exam, and to perform well, of course they need to prepare well. So if
Yeah.
student is applying and they are just giving entrance exam just for the sake of giving, they'll not get selection.
Right. That's right.
So
Thanks so much. Yeah.
as I mentioned that we have selection ratio of only 20%. So every year, I personally get that calls from the students, parents, that we are ready to pay anything, we are ready to pay extra, but we don't have management seats. The admission are only on the basis of merits. There are a lot of
Mm.
requests which comes for from maybe political parties, political leaders, but no such queries are entertained at MIT. So admission are purely on the basis of merit.
That's good. So thanks so much for sharing that. So that's very important because sometimes even students give their best shot during the exam. They prepare dedication, everything, but still somewhere they'll think, okay, maybe some chance, maybe I'll get through that side or this side. I think this we are clear. So dear students, it's all your dedication and effort is what is help you to get an admission in MIT. And there are two things. I have one question from one of the participants, like about the petroleum industry, petroleum engineering. So the kind of a scope and what is the kind of scope for the next, 5 to 10 years. So how and where they can see themselves if they happen to do petroleum engineering.
Okay, this is a very good question and important question in perspective of students also, in perspective of counselors also. So when I meet students, sometimes the myth or the thinking of the students and parent is, nowadays EVs have came. So what will happen if the petrol engine will stop? EVs will be replaced by petrol engines. So the first and foremost thing is EVs are in the process. They'll come maybe after 10 years. They will complete. Maybe they might be completely replaced by the petrol engines or diesel engines. But when I talk about petroleum engineering, so petroleum engineering is just not about petrol. When they do this mining, so out of that mining, there are 100 products which comes out of that mining. So petrol is one of them. So there are a
Mm.
lot of gases, natural gas, LPG gas, common CNG gas, the polymers, plastic polymers. So there are a lot of products which are completely depending, from that mining. I always tell students that petroleum engineering is there till 100 years. Petroleum engineering in terms of careers, it will never stop. Petroleum engineers are always required. And nowadays, the situation is that We have placements, but we have less number of students because students are not going for the petroleum engineering. If I talk about average
Mm.
placements, we have average placements higher than the CS. So our average placements for petroleum engineering is 12 to 14 lakhs. So last to
Oh,
last year, we have 10 students who placed in UAE with a package of 19 lakhs from petroleum engineering. So petroleum
amazing.
engineering has got a very good future, and in the current scenario, when they'll complete their 4-year program, there will be a lot of CA students, but it will be difficult to find petroleum engineering students, chemical engineering students, civil engineering students, because nowadays, if I talk about, I'll meet 100 students, out of 195 are going to CS. So the balance also need to be
Mm.
maintained, which is not there. So petroleum engineering is a very good career. When they'll complete their 4 years, and I think there won't be any problem till 100 years.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that insight. I think this is something very important for all the students that should be aware of. And yes, as in the beginning you said about the myth that people have about petroleum industry. So you have a good scope in this in the particular course that what MIT is offering. And yes, they have connected with the many industries. Where you will get placements with a good package that you're expecting. Yeah. So
And
think
one
about
more thing
it.
related, yes, one
Yeah,
more
go
thing
ahead.
related to petroleum engineering is that we have industry tie-up with ONGC. So we have a chair
Mm,
of ONGC. So we are the only private engineering college who has having a tie-up with ONGC, because ONGC never do tie-up with the private university. So we are the only
yeah.
in the university in India who is having the tie-up with ONGC. Our students are going for the internships at ONGC. They are placed at ONGC. So if I talk about placements, yes, we are the oldest in petroleum, so there is nothing to worry for the students. In fact, we want more students for petroleum engineering because we have more recruiters who are looking for petroleum engineering students. And one good thing is that, see, we are offering CS in minor for all the branch, because we
Mm,
also know that students are that interest, one interest is that CS is, that hype is there. So everyone is thinking what CS is. So we are offering minor in CS for all the branch, whether it is petroleum, whether it is
mm,
chemical, civil, mechanical, electronics. So that interest is also taken care.
mm, mm. That's great. Thanks so much for sharing that. So I have one more. So one course is really caught my interest and attention is one of your unique course that related to government and administration, right? So
Yes,
can you
bachelor's
just
in government.
yeah, bachelor's in government and administration. So it will be really helpful for our community of counselors and also the students community. What kind of different careers is available once they complete that course, graduate?
So see, the primary, of course, the primary, goal of this program, the students who are, preparing for UPSC civil services examinations. So the primary goal for the
Hmm.
students will be that. But of course, we also know the reality that it is not easy to crack the civil services examination. So here, second options we are giving them if they are not able to crack the UPSC preparations. So if I talk about UPSC preparations, this covers banking exams, Reserve Bank of India, PSU banks, NABRD banks, staff selection commissions, CCS, then civil services, CAPFA, EPFO, defense examination. So defense examination covered combined defense services, state service commissions examinations. So this all will be covered. But for example, if they are not able to crack these exams, what will be the second plan? What will be the plan B for them? So here we are also covering the part of politics, so they can make a political career. So they can work with the political parties, they can work with the legislative members of the assembly. So for example, they can work as a campaign manager. So when elections are going on, so they also need team from the back end. So there are a lot of people who are working behind that election, doing the
Right.
election campaigning, doing the election management. So there are a lot of career options in politics also. They can work with the, for example, if I talk about Surat, so they can work with the SMC. They can work at the district level. So this type of careers which are offered after completing BAGA, and also after completing this program, for example, now they have developed that interest. We are ready to go in making the career in politics. Then we have master program also. So master program is masters in political and governance. So after completing this 5-year program, so they are not completely depending on UPSC. So this will be the second career option for them. So here they can work as a policy associate, political consultant, election research and campaign managers, constitution manager, political analytics, uh, then political strategist, election manager, social media analysis. There are a lot of career options in politics also, which students, many of the students are not aware. So we started this School of Government in 2005. So first
Mm.
program was started, which was MPG. So this UG program was started later on. First program was the master program. So till now we
Mm.
have 400 plus students who have passed out from this batch, and many of the students are working with good political parties, BJP, Congress, many political parties. They have
Mm.
made a very good career in the politics. One of the event which I told, BCS, Bharatiya Chandra Sansad. So this is also one of the very major event for these students who are pursuing BAG and MPG program.
Mm. Mm. Okay, that's amazing. That's really interesting because there's something that people are not really aware of. Okay, when they think, okay, political, so it's just
Yes.
political leaders. So not only that, so it opens up many career opportunity. Even you can become a content writer, speech writer, for the
Yeah.
political leaders, and there are plenty of careers is available. So, but for that, the pathway is getting graduation in the right course, right?
So
So
specifically, the students who are preparing for UPSC, they are not aware about this. So I have seen the student, they are only focusing in UPSC. They are spending years of years, and then after many years, they will realize that now what is the plan B, which they have never think of. And
right,
then at that point of time, they cannot do the masters or UG program. But when they are in 11th and 12th, if they are aware about this program, so it will be very helpful for them ki, chalo, if I am not able to crack the UPSC, I have plan B also,
right.
second plan. So this will help them a lot who are the UPSC aspirants.
Right, right. So there's a great point that you mentioned, Darshan, because I have seen in my whenever I counsel students, and they just spending years and years to crack UPSC and not plan for anything, just going to coaching and not explore to many other stuff. But I think there's something that a breakthrough for them, so that they can have a plan B and they can think about this particular bachelor course. Thank you so much for adding that too. So I have one last question from my
Yes.
end before we go ahead. Can you just tell what is kind of most trending courses that everyone should think about, because we know that STEM is something that growing in the market, and everyone are talking about that. So according to you, the kind of courses that you are offering and more students are taking the admission in that particular course, so what is something that is gonna boom the industry in the education sector?
Actually, this is a difficult question because the students because students also ask me this question when I'm conducting the career guidance session. So they are also asking this question, sir, which will be the right career, or which is the program where more students are going. So honestly speaking, when it comes to BTech, students are going towards CS. CS is one of, because they have seen this in the COVID, when people were not getting the salaries, when it was difficult to get the salaries. And if I talk about IT professionals, they were getting the salaries, they were working from home. So this has got a lot of attention to the students, to the parents community specifically. So nowadays, if I talk about PCM students, they are going for CS, but I always suggest that consider other branch. If you are very sure, chalo, I am very interested, my passion is CS, then only go for CS, because other branch has also got the good career options like mechanical in robotics and automation, mechatronics, which is a combination of
Yeah.
mechanical and electronic, civil engineering with smart infrastructure, which has got very good career prospect in Gujarat. Because if I talk about
Mm.
Gujarat, Gujarat has a scarcity of civil engineers. People are coming from Maharashtra and other states to work as a civil engineers. If I talk about specifically Gujarat, chemical engineering has got very good career scope, because we have two biggest GIDC of Asia. One is Vapi GIDC, one is Ankleshwar GIDC. So for chemical engineers, it has got very good career scope. Petroleum engineering, already I have mentioned that it will be there. So these are the even electronic engineering, because you see nowadays, if I talk about gadgets like mobile phones, first will be the mobile phones, laptops. The use of that gadgets are increasing day by day. So who are behind that chips? Who are behind that? Designing electric chips, electrical engineers. So these core branches will always remain. And then if I talk about students who are from PCB, B Farm, Bachelor of Pharmacy, it has got 10 plus career options. They can go into the research after doing M Farm, PhD. They can become entrepreneur. They can open their own pharmacist shop, and they can work with the MNCs companies. Gujarat is the hub of big pharmaceutical companies. Even
Yeah.
India, I can say India is big pharmaceutical hub, because in during the COVID, everyone has seen that India was sending the medicines, sending the vaccines. So India is the hub of pharmacy. So even the students who are from biology, I have seen them. They are stuck to becoming a doctor, MBBS, and then when they are not able to crack the NEET, they are hopeless, or they are you know not able to find other options. So they can always go for B Farm. B Farm is very good program. There are a lot of career options in B Farm, M Farm. Students who are
Mm.
from commerce background, of course, BBA, finance, marketing, HR, always there. Nowadays, business analytics is one of the very demanding, career. So more of the
Yes.
students are going towards that BBA in business analytics, because the role of business analytics is very important for any organization, whether they want to, grow their own product line, own services, or they want to come up with the new services, new products. So the role of business analytics is very important in the current scenario. Uh, One unique program which I think I have just mentioned in my presentation is designing. So which our students are not aware in India. If I talk about European countries, they have school of design from 100 years, 200 years, because designing is that starts from our clothes, our footwears, and then if I talk about it, ends at designing the website, designing the application. So the students who are in commerce, so I have seen they are going for the BCA, but I never suggest them the BCA
Mm.
program, because after completing BCA, they'll make the BTech student as a competitor, who have done four
Yeah.
years BTech, who have done PCM in 11th and 12th. So I always suggest in Gujarat, the students are usually, I met students, they are asking BCA. So we also have BCA, but our BCA is
Mm.
equivalent to BTech. So for doing BCA in MIT, student need PCM. Commerce students cannot
Mm.
apply for BCA. But in Gujarat,
Mm.
many colleges are offering BCA to the commerce students. So the students who
Mm.
have commerce students specifically who have interest in technical aspects, they can go for designing, Bachelor of Designing, user experience design, where they can design the applications, designing the websites, product design, fashion and apparel design, visual communication design, VFX, game designing, graphic designing. So it has got a very good career scope for the commerce students. And I think
Mm.
other most of the programs I have cleared. If you want me to add anything, I can add.
No, I think that this is very interesting that you have mentioned, clear, detailed information for all the students who's really, still have that confusion what to choose and not. So, the trending careers we always in talk about. So, viewers, you can also check our YouTube channel. You have plenty of information added there, and Darshan have added really great value for these sessions and particular question that I've asked. What is the training careers for all the students out there? So really great session and had a really great conversation with you till now, Darshan. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing entire details about MIT's unique courses for the students out there, and how it's really great to know that how you are preparing the future generation and the innovators with the unique courses that you have with internship and the kind of exposure that they get with the industries and different clubs for them to explore themselves and identify their core values, build their skills, and be ready for the job sector. So placement is something that really amazed, caught my attention too. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation once again and sharing
pleasure. It was
really
pleasure.
exciting stories.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you
Great.
so much. It was pleasure for me, to have this insightful, fruitful session. So in future also, from your team, from students, any concerns, any queries, you can definitely connect with me. You can share my number also with them. You can share my email ID if they have any concerns, any queries. They can ping me on WhatsApp, email. So I will be happy to answer that their queries. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sure, sure, definitely. Thank you, Darshan. And viewers, thank you so much for watching us live till now. And if we still have any questions, you can still go through our entire conversation. It will be there in our YouTube channel, careernaksha.com. And you can leave your questions in the comment section so that we'll be able to answer. Our team will get in touch with you, or you can simply go to www.careernaksha.com. You'll find our contact details out there, and you can contact us. Or if you want to book a appointment with a counselor or with Darshan or with myself, the counselors available in your city, you can simply dial the number given on the website, and we'll be available to help you out. So if you're looking for any counseling session, any psychometric assessment, so that it will help you to choose the right and suitable career after 12th or 10th. So we are happy to help you out there. So we'll be available 24 hours for your service, so that we make sure that the youth uh, will lead their life happily with the kind of courses that really they want to pursue with you. Yeah. So till then, be safe. We'll be catching up in the next upcoming session with an interesting topic. Be safe till then, and take care and be happy. Thank you so much. Namaste.